I'll get it next time.
What it do, Ski? It's your boy Farewell34, and today we're checking out a brand new spanking episode of Stargate SG-1. Okay? Last episode was so good. So good. I loved it. We were in a loop, and Jack went a little nutty. Teal'c went a little nutty. I went a little nutty. Anyway, no, seriously though, quite enjoyed that episode, and it was probably one of the most memorable and staple episodes thus far on this journey. And with that being said, let's just dive into this episode. As always, if you enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you have not already. It's New Year's Eve as this is being recorded. I'm looking forward to a 2021 with every single one of you. I know this year's been pretty shite and pretty rocky. That being said, we got this going on, and it's just been a super treat to go through Stargate. It's just been so much fun to go through this show, fall in love with these characters, and just see how things are continuing to unravel. So I just want to give a huge shout out to every single one of you guys for just joining on this journey since I think it was January we started. I'm just super excited to continue to go through with all of you. So anyway, guys, enough of this. I'll probably put out a 2020 video. So I don't want to get into too many thoughts. I want to get into some gates. Yikes.
Other indications suggest a positive environment.
Sounds good.
Six.
Take
Got another dead Chevron? Back to back?
Chevron 7 won't engage. Sir, this is gonna take a while.
What's up with the money shots of the gates?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that something we've seen before when another gate is being used on Earth?
There is no longer a second Stargate on Earth.
But if it was another gate and its use was responsible for the energy spike, there might be a corresponding seismic tremor.
I've got something.
What? Siberia?
There was a minor seismic event.
Is that Siberia?
Yes, sir. And there's only one explanation I can think of.
The Russians have a Stargate?
Here we go. The Russians got a gate. Well, you know, after the whole sub instance, maybe they got a little mad, a little jealous, and said, you know what? You're bringing shit from space to mess us up. Think it's about time we get in this race for the gate business. Stargate fam, cheers. Sipping on some water today. I had a lot of fun doing that Halloween stream, dressing up as Teal'c. I said, you know what? I'm gonna commit. Let's see how this goes. Watergate.
I thought we swept that entire area.
The Russian Navy was on alert because they picked up Thor's ship on satellite. Apparently, the Russians know quite a bit about the SGC.
How?
They didn't say. Problem is, it won't close. To send in a team to assess the situation and determine if it can be resolved in another way. To that end, she's convinced Moscow to let SG-1 be the team that goes to Siberia.
You're kidding.
Jack, I
Bundle
think...
up. Going to Siberia. We're in Russia. It's music.
Dr. Markov,
xylophone?
I presume.
Doctor, it's an honor. I've read your work.
And I yours, Major Carter.
Dr. Daniel Jackson and Teal'c.
How do you know about the SGC?
I have read extensive files on all of you. I learned
Leaks?
to read. I will tell you what I can on the way.
Some second gate nonsense. Let's see how this goes. Feels like this could play out to be a pretty significant episode.
During that search, one of our Foxtrot submarines went missing. You may be familiar with the incident.
Not a clue.
I convinced the military that we could benefit from our own program more than we could trust you.
How did you activate it?
We have a dialing device.
They got a DHD too?
Our gate superseded yours as long as the dialing device was connected.
Yo, I don't know what is going on, but too many hands are getting into the Stargate pot on Earth. First we had MAYBOURNE's team, now we have the Russians involved. By season whatever, everyone's gonna have a gate at home.
We have a visual of the target runway. It appears to be iced over.
We're going to have to jump.
Out of the plane. Gear 'em up for a jump.
Here we go. Daniel's got the best reaction shots in the game. I'm sorry. Teal'c's gonna have to strap up with someone. You can't do it alone.
Descent after you jump out of the plane. It opens after you jump. Don't worry about it. I've done it hundreds of times.
All right, where are we dropping?
It's easy. Just jump and pull this. This does not seem wise, O'Neill. Said it was easy, not wise.
Let's go, Teal'c.
This does not seem wise.
Teal'c, Daniel, come in. Been no response on the radios.
Their signals may be blocked if they are already inside.
Teal'c, Daniel, you read?
I am here, in the facility.
Yeah, I'm here too.
This could get really good. We don't know what's been going on in the past, you know, however many days while the gate's been open.
I'm picking up trace amounts of chlorine. Nothing dangerous at these levels, sir.
Confirm.
what is this
Amaroka
place?
man's coming back.
Daniel, is that you?
I don't know. I'm heading down a long corridor.
Actually, you might want to see this first.
Oof. Rip.
These doors lead to the Stargate.
Holy shit. Wrong musical cue. There's a massacre.
They're all dead. I need this station. It's safe.
The air is indeed clean.
You okay?
I knew these men and women, Major. Some of them quite well. The Stargate room is sealed, and Substance 35 is released throughout the base.
Nerve gas.
Nerve gas.
It's okay, Colonel. Protocol was enacted yesterday.
For what reason?
The computer log doesn't say.
Invasion?
All right,
Someone came
people are
through?
shooting.
We'll see what we can find out.
Well, if the gate, actually, it's a great point. If the gate was open, they're just getting started with this. They are not aware of all the, you know, circumstances that can happen. Like the Ritu could just pop up, right? Or any of those other, you know, beings who, especially in the past 2 seasons, where they've had to make precautions, right? It's not a good look. And eventually, if more people are going to start using the Stargate outside of SGC, you guys have to make regulations, like a community board, Discord.
The EM protocol cuts off the dialing device. Where has the outgoing wormhole been drawing its power from?
We've seen one draw power from a source at the destination.
Of course, the black hole incident.
Is there anything you don't know?
Yeah, it's not a good look.
It's gone.
If I ask what, and you say it's classified, I'm gonna shoot you.
The 7th address we successfully dialed led to a Stargate entirely submerged underwater. We sent a
Underwater?
reconnaissance. A sample of the water was retrieved. It seemed to have unbelievable properties. It was spontaneously emitting energy. If this liquid turned out to be an abundant, clean energy source,
That doesn't seem possible. So
I'm still tripping over the fact that you went through a Stargate and you're
Yes.
just in underwater. That's
There was
terrible.
The Stargate is dialed into the water planet now.
apparently, but that doesn't make sense.
Let's confirm it. Do you have another reconnaissance drone?
We left the first one there. All we have to do is reactivate the receiver.
This is mad sketchy. But they do throw the drones in before they go. It's not like they just, you know, jump gated to a planet and they're just
Daniel,
underwater. That's what I thought of initially.
What's up? The guys experimenting on that water gave the soldiers reason to shoot him.
So it seems.
I guess there's something quite
Yeah,
literally in the
sample
water.
brought back.
We found some unusual ruins from an obviously extinct civilization on the ocean's floor.
Oof. Oof.
Why would those men proceed through the Stargate knowing they will drown on the other side?
Sounds like a spacing.
And the energy being emitted by the water has allowed the gate to stay open this long.
Exactly. But all we have to do is shut off the drone.
It's not responding to my command. I can't shut it down.
A nuclear-powered drone?
We built several of them.
Jack, he's getting really fed up, man. They've been pushed him the past
It will be
season.
simple
We don't got
on
no
the other
nuclear
side.
drones.
Once it stops transmitting its signal, the wormhole should close.
I'd like to get a closer look at those ruins. So, exactly how much air do we have in this thing?
Over a day's worth. We won't need more than an hour. Colonel, can you hear us?
Yeah, I read you.
Pressurizing and seeding through the gate.
Here we go.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Something about the gate just being underwater is so spooky. That's wicked.
We're counting 5 bodies on this side.
Which means there could still be several personnel unaccounted for.
All right, we'll have another look around.
Once it is inside the containment tank, we can deactivate it and...
I feel like she's leading us on a bit.
Ending transmission over and out.
So let's have that look around.
I love how we're the leading experts on the gate, but there's still so much that we don't know. Especially when these other factions start popping up. Better technology than us, more intel.
Well, it still doesn't explain why your soldiers started shooting the scientists who were experimenting on the water.
Yeah, it's like, because if there's solar flares on other planets, like, there could be a game natural
Something
disasters
wrong?
happen, right?
I haven't touched the power yet. We're slowing down.
Or there could have been a siren that was making a sound, attracting the men into the gate, but that doesn't explain why they were getting shot at.
We've completely stopped.
Hello?
You fix it?
Yes.
Yeah, if something goes wrong, you're donezo. You're gonna have to get another team to extract you.
If it was a strong current, it should be pushing us backwards now.
But it's not.
We're completely stationary. It's like we're stuck in the mud.
Well, the water does have property. This is so sketchy. Yo, Teal'c's beard is getting thick. That strip. Let's go.
Holy frozen bad guys.
I'm so confused.
I think I can fix it. There was nothing impeding us. This shouldn't have happened.
The outside pressure is increasing.
The gauge must be malfunctioning.
Our depth is constant, and pressure should be relative to depth.
And if it keeps increasing?
You'll get crushed.
The sub will implode.
Oh. So why did they freeze him? That looks like Maybourne. Is that Maybourne? Oh shit, it is Maybourne. That's how they got the info. Wait a second. I couldn't tell that was
usually
him.
die when they are frozen.
Usually. They
No, that
usually
is
don't breathe
Maybourne.
when
But
they're
what?
dead either.
What the fuck is going on? What the?
So,
What the?
Could you go over exactly?
What is he doing in a freezer?
We collected the water sample just before heading back through the event horizon.
This is concerning across the boards. Why is his spirit being ejected from his mouth? Why is Maybourne here? R.I.P. Okay, no, he's not dead. I was gonna say, it's a big character. Like, you throw him in an easy bake. Like, what is... I'm gonna get flamed for not taking in that was Maybourne initially. Dog, this literally feels like an episode of The Expanse.
What are you doing?
Some total molecule nonsense.
I figure we have maybe an hour.
I agree.
Wow, we're really calm.
Can we stop agreeing on how we're gonna die and
Start doing something? Yes.
about
Is he a Gould? Is he a robot? He's clearly not well.
MAYBOURNE, stop!
Chip away at him? Like... The water kept him alive, or is...
We're dead if we don't move now.
What? Oh my god. What is... What is he vaping? What in the water of Mars is going on? What the f...
What the hell's going on here?
Brother, I'm with you. Sentient water.
As I said,
Bacteria.
we had begun preliminary analysis. I insisted.
So we don't know that's actually water out there.
It's alive.
What?
The water. When they exposed it to the air, it started chemical analysis. Life forms in the water.
Okay,
Countless
this is like
numbers,
a
intelligent life
confirmed.
forms.
Confirmed. Microbes.
Are you trying to tell me this water thinks?
The soldiers tried to stop us. They were shooting.
This is
An
an X-Files
infected man was
episode.
killed. One of the infected soldiers managed to get to the DHD and get the gate open. They must have communicated it to me.
This is the stuff that... Come on, MAYBOURNE, it came out of you.
They needed to go back. They thought Tilk could get them home.
That was quite a lot.
What if it's a life form?
Oh, see ya.
Daniel?
Daniel's the mad lad.
What are you doing? What's he doing?
What?
Us.
Well, now that when Maybourne did survive, they let him live. So I guess there is no urgency. Or is this an entire planet of like water creature from Sonic? Sonic DX? Trade for trade?
I think we should duck.
Yes.
That had to hurt.
Do they have our information now?
Didn't you guys leave here in a submarine?
Yeah.
We,
Being pulled into the...
not really sure what happened, sir.
Exchanged hostages.
Yes. That's exactly what you did. It was a gift exchange. Secret Santa. Yeah, what the this episode? I knew it was just gonna end like that. What? Dude, what? I was like, it's getting up to the 40-ish minute mark. Is that a two-parter? That didn't seem like it was ending. Hello? And that was my reaction video to Stargate SG-1 Season 4, Episode number 7. So, I'm gonna take it that was just an abrupt ending. That being said, though, this was a really interesting approach to the episode. It didn't feel like it was like a complete end. It was more of just like a cliff almost hanger, ending off on that exchange. The way that they were just pacing that episode, I could tell that there was something bigger going on. And I don't know how I felt about that. So the Russians have a second gate. There's an underwater gate on the other side of this planet. And it turns out that they're actually these micro life forms who aren't out to do anything with like to hurt us or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know. There was some of the musical cues are pretty interesting, pretty grandiose at moments here. The scientist who was leading us around the entire time, she was fine. I thought she was a decent character this episode to sort of bring us on and string us along this mystery as it was unfolding. And that's what this felt like a intentional, mysterious episode with a lot of intrigue as well here, and just a lot of curveballs too as it was progressing. It's like, oh wait, how do they know so much about this? You know, it's like, okay, we've got a second gate opening, then we've got you know, these people have all this intel on us. How do they have this intel? Turns out it's Maybourne. What? Maybourne's dead? No, he's not actually dead. He's frozen. And it's these microbes that are keeping him alive. And it's not water. It's actually these creatures. So, I think they did a pretty good job at just keeping us on our toes and guessing as to like what the hell is happening. I was very confused, but not in a negative way by any means, but I was just trying to understand where are we going with this? What resolution are we going to have by the end of it? And the answer is none. It's more just giving lots of questions, like who are these creatures? Why do they, you know, I don't know. Something I did like about this one was just the feel to this episode, the uniqueness to this, them going out all the way to Russia to find another gate. I think any story that typically deals with things out of the norm or extraordinary, like a second gate, you know, traveling on Earth, sort of like, I guess you can call them quote unquote field trip missions or whatever you want to say, you know, just leaving the usual base, you know, going to another planet, that's the norm because you come back to the SGC, etc. But like going to, you know, Washington, going to Daniel's house, you know what I'm saying? Those sort of episodes I always find are pretty interesting ones. And this was definitely one of the more, I guess, out there episodes, just so to say. We got to see us all in a plane, till jumping out using a parachute, you know. I also like the dedication to those sequences there, like all of them talking on comms, made you feel pretty immersed in those sequences, and just made you. They did a good job at emphasizing just making this feel like a unique-ish episode, unique mystery episode, and that was unraveling as we went through it. It definitely piqued my interest as to like what was going on, what was the intent. We started off at the base, we ended off, Maybourne is still at it again, the second gate shenanigans, and it led a lot of people to die, and that's sure to come back. It seems like there's gonna be a decent amount of repercussions that come out of this episode. And if there is a follow-up, I don't know, I honestly couldn't tell you if this was a part 2 or part 1 or whatever, but no, it actually probably would have, because they would have said to be continued. But just an interesting note that they'll probably come back to like a whole entire planet of these living microbes, like in terms of energy too. Like, can we extract this water? Can we they ended it off with an exchange, though be it a hostage exchange. Is that a sign that we're going to start, you know, mingling and interacting with these water entities? Who knows? Yeah. And I also think from an Earth perspective, this was an interesting one to see. Yet again, more hands are getting into the pot of gating around the cosmos, right? We're not exclusive here. Anyway, y'all, that was my reaction video to Stargate SG-1 Season 4, Episode 7. I'm interested to see what y'all made out of it, your first go, because it just left me interested, and I didn't think this was a bad episode by any means. Just was sort of, I'm curious as to what this means, if this is any significance, or is this just like a, oh, let's just give a nice little twist, or this or something that's going to be unraveled and explained later on. But with that being said, Stargate fam, that's my last SG video for 2020. Love you guys so much. Thanks for joining along this journey with me. Be seeing you in 2021 very shortly. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great New Year's, and I will see you next time. Love ya. Peace.